What's going on? It's Justeeni here. You're playing Zabasi. You should get construction. Right? Wrong. You shouldn't. Well, not always at least. There's a lot of times though, you actually don't get construction in Sabasi, and I can tell you because I played a lot of games with Sabasi. You know, the whole like training to be the best Sabasi player in the world and whatever. Yeah, construction is actually pretty overrated. Believe it or not, I'm gonna show some games as some examples of why construction isn't always necessary. You can win games without construction. Sometimes either construction just doesn't give you it just doesn't give you value, or you just don't need it in the position. Here's an example game, and I'll have a few more. So we can see here, this is an opening I've been really enjoying lately. I actually do this opening even when I plan on going construction, just in case I change my mind, but the idea is pretty simple. You just get a workshop here, you don't get any tech pre-capture. It's very non-committal, and if you think about it, at most you lose 1 star compared to rushing construction, assuming you are actually going to get it. However, you also can train an extra warrior if you want to do. In this case, I don't, but sometimes I do. Sometimes you go for a 4 warrior opening and it's great. In this case, yeah, but I still don't know if I'm going to go construction yet. And in this case, I decide no, let's go fishing instead. I see a lot of water. Maybe I go fishing and then riding roads. Fishing's also going to help my explore. And you can see, again, if I commit to construction rush, I would not be able to do this. I would have some other options open up, yes, but I decide here, no, let's not go construction. I actually have like a really, really good windmill spot too. And I'm just deciding, let's get in the water though. Then I'm gonna go riding roads. And we can see the opponent, they are going mining, potential smithery. But my plan is I'm going to connect all of my cities. That's how I'm getting my giant on my capital. Because yes, I do get a strong level 5 windmill, but this has not good windmills. This doesn't have good windmills. This has a nice level 3 windmill, and so does this. But it is a little expensive with all the burning. And I need to get into the water. That's the top priority. And construction is nice for that. But roads is also really nice. It's going to get me my giants and stuff anyway, plus giving me riders, which can be used for defense or pressuring. Now, Star Rune's very nice here. And I'm going to be able to connect all my cities, thanks to roads. So yes, I could have gone to level 5 windmill, but also connecting cities gives me a lot of population anyway. And then I can park a fortune. And now I can even consider hunting as an alternate way to get population here. Also organization. I've got a surprising amount of fruits and animals. Normally Zabasi is lacking in terms of fruit. And also in terms of horse, so you don't see a ton of animals either. But in this case, I have a good amount of both. Now also explore, getting me final layouts, getting Eye of God. And yeah, the opponent is going smithery. But I can get a nice pop growth here. I am potentially getting a giant. And they're getting into the water with their giants and all that. Really nice forge spots. I've got a raft here set up for a Justeeni play if need be. Just got that on standby. But yeah, I've got Grand Bazaar now. Plenty of population on my capital. Hunting now. Or I already placed Grand Bazaar here, but yeah, I'm using the monument. And yeah, I've expanded really nicely. And yeah, they decide to not siege, which makes sense, but now I'm going to trap their giant because they decided to still greedily kill a unit anyway. And I'm still getting plenty of giants just with monuments alone. No construction needed still. Another giant up there, no problem. And I can still get it later. This was actually a terrible place for I've got. Better to place it like here or here to not get in the way of a potential windmill, but I mean, you can really see I'm not really considering construction at the moment. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to go for like now, because I already have roads, I could go into trade, but I want to take over this lake. So that's what we're going to do. I've got very easy water access. I've got 2 starfish here if I want to go for a quick nav. Got ramming, I've got riders in case they want to go close and try to deny me port access, which they do try. And it's not going to go well for them. Another giant up there to try to cause issues. But yeah, I'm just taking this giant out. Waltzing up, taking out that giant. And again, I don't need construction. I'm in the water. I have plenty of giants already just by nature of having farming. But yeah, I've got my naval dominance and I'm on my way to win. It's as simple as that. They surrendered control to the water and then surrendered the game. And yeah, I've got some more examples of some interesting ideas you can do when you avoid construction, so I'll go ahead and cut to that. Alright, another game, and once again, this will prove my point. This one's a lot shorter of a game. Against IMO this time. Usually against IMO, it's not advisable to go greedy, and in this case, I've got a very nice hunting setup. I decided to go for warrior. Now, I go for hunting before, which seems like a mistake because, well, when she wants to get your workshop here, that's more stars actually. You lose 1 star by going hunting. But I don't. I actually want to go for explorer, but they don't have enough points. But I may as well, you know, I'm going to get hunting anyway, because, like, look at these animals. And the thing is, my options are still open. I still could get construction. You know, I'm getting medium stars. I get it before my 3rd city. And by getting the animals, it even actually helps with construction because I won't be burning my animals away. I can harvest them first. So now I funnel my explorer. And sure enough, I meet the opponent. I find the capital. And again, I'm leaving the windmill open, potentially. And I decide to upgrade this. Again, not going construction, just keeping my options open. And yeah, I upgrade. And I kind of realize here, yeah, let's just go climbing. I'm just stealing this ruin. If I wait to get climbing, then maybe they could take it instead. And I get a vet sword. And this is huge. This gives me an idea. Archery. And again, if I had gone construction, I wouldn't be able to do this because I would have spent all my stars and been forced to go down this path. But now in this case, using this vet sword I get from the ruin, I can capitalize on this. Go for the archery. Go really aggressive here. Cause issues. I go riding now, setting up for riding roads because that synergizes really well with archery. So I've got this really strong pressure here, and pressure is really nice to have against IMO because they tend to struggle building a quick defense, but they do get a defense nonetheless. Pushing my sword out, but I've got the archers at the ready. I'm going to be able to poke away, back my sword up, of course. And this warrior in the north is doing his thing as well. We don't really care about it. But I'm ready to get roads soon. But for now, I'm just going to be able to poke away and land myself another siege. And I'm just going to be able to take the city. And I'm taking this, then I take the capital and I win, except they get the giant push. So I actually don't take the city. But I've got a bunch of archers. Because I didn't go construction. And once again, I just take the city. This time they're not getting a push, I promise you. They literally resign on the next turn. Yeah, they resign. And again, no construction needed. It's not even like I had bad windmill spots here. Like if I border growth, I've got a nice level 4. I also have a level 4 if I border growth this city. I've got a level 3 without border growth. Like, I've got good spots. I just don't need windmills here. I need to attack them. I had that vet sword, and I need to capitalize on that. So I don't go for construction. Anyway, I'll go ahead and show one more game. So I'll cut to that. Alright, one more game. And this time against Chinchi. And this is a game where construction, again, looks very compelling. But again, you don't always go construction. In this case, I do my thing with upgrading. And I decide in this case, again, we're doing the 4 warrior opening because I'm sending my 3rd warrior to the lighthouse, so I want to still expand fast. I go climbing this time because I see their terrain. I want to get an explorer on turn 4. And I can still pivot into construction if need be. That's the thing. I still could get construction. Now, based on what you know of this video, I'm not going to, despite, again, this is just a level 5 windmill, a level 4 windmill, another level 4 windmill. Potentially really juicy market spots if I want to work that out. I have a really great windmill setup. But I see an opportunity here. Let's go riding instead. I've got this village that I want to steal. I've got this ruin that's close by. I can go riding roads. I've got a lot of cities to work with. I've got really quickly thanks to climbing, so I'm going riding instead. Now they just let me keep the city, but even if they didn't, I was still ready. Now, Star Ruin and I just go into roads. Again, I have very strong windmills here, but don't have to go construction. Instead, I'm gonna put some pressure on the capital. They did go riding and riders, but even with that, thanks to the Star Ruin, I can still pressure a lot with roads. And yeah, I'm just going to be able to siege not only the capital, but I just take the city as well. And again, I would not have this chance if I just decided to autopilot and go construction. Now, again, I'm not saying construction's bad. It's a very strong tech with Sabasi. There's a good reason why people autopilot to construction. But the point is, you don't have to go construction every game. Sometimes you're better off going with something else, because like if you see an opportunity to take some other idea, then go for that. You can always pick up construction later, even if it costs 19 or even 22 stars. You can still just pick it up. But if you got some advantage earlier that you can use that forces you to skip construction, I mean, go for it. Like, yeah, these windmills aren't going anywhere. I can still, like, yeah, these windmills are insane, by the way. Like, yeah, this game probably still would have gone well if I did go construction, but again, I don't have to. It's a may, not a must. But yeah, I've got like a bunch of other games where I don't go construction, but also games where I do. But for the sake of time, yeah, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.